Was it like fucking on my live or something? Oh shit, what's up, guys? My bad. What up, Cruz? What's up with y'all? How y'all holding up on house arrest? Everybody good? Torn Blaze salute. Oh, nah, never pissed. Never pissed. Like, I always look mad when I'm concentrating. I guess people say I got an angry face. I don't know. Just chilling, bro. Look like I'm gonna have to venture out into this damn sick ass public. Nick Harmon, salute. Lisa Bell, salute. What's up with y'all though? How everybody holding up? Mama, salute. Peace and pugilism, my bro. Everybody stand strong, stand resilient, stand in good spirits. Accepting the unacceptable. Band-Aid Perilous, salute, my bro. Accepting the unacceptable. Unhappy with this nonsense. Gotta leave out my house with mask and antibacterial hand scrubs and shit. Yeah, man, no boxing suck. But today though, because like I always set my my satellite up for like everything that's coming on as far as boxing and shit, like for like a month out. So I know ESPN Classic is doing like a bunch of old bouts. I think they doing one of the old Fab Four bouts between I think they doing Roberto Duran versus Ray Leonard, the third fight. I know they're doing Muhammad Ali versus Ken Norton. Who else? I think they might be doing Larry Holmes versus Gary Cooney too. I'm not sure though. Bruh. Man, look, this is my thing about Jermell, man. I like Jermell because Jermell a passionate dude, and he ain't afraid to fight you, unlike his brother. Now, I can't stand his brother. I look at his brother like Wilder 2.0. But as far as Jermell Charlo is concerned, yeah, Jermell going to fight you. So him taking the Lara fight, you know what I'm saying, that's going to say a lot. But I don't think that's a good style for Jermell, though. It's not a good style. You know, it's different for Jared Hurd. Jared Hurd like getting up in that phone booth, fighting you on the inside with them short chopping hooks and them uppercuts. Jermell got to fight you from mid to long range and shoot them. He like shooting them overhand rights and like diving in with that right hook. So he gonna get caught with them counters, man. And I don't think that, you know, I think Lara still got something left. The man only 36. He still got something left. He got a high boxing IQ, so I don't know. But if Jermell come out on top, gotta give him his respect. Gotta give him his respect. Jackal Davis, salute. Yeah, man. So I actually like that fight for real because he's starting to become like I'm starting to look at him how I look at Jared Hurd. They ain't afraid to fight nobody. You know what I mean? Like, Jermell want to smoke. You know, I look at his brother like, you supposed to be the older big brother in the bigger division. You know what I mean? You got more of the active challenges in your division, and you ain't even trying to take no part in it. You could have had a Canelo fight 2 to 3 times over. Now, how many individuals in boxing can say that they could have received the Canelo offer at probably 2 to 3 different points in their life right now? Because, like, them boys do got some type of, they can have star power. Jermell can be a star, but he don't want it bad enough, man. And it's unfortunate that it's got to be like that. But, hey, man, your brother is all the way shitting on you. He in the Forbes. He done made $1 million fight. You've never made $1 million in a fight yet. Most you made in a fight is 500 to 700,000. Your brother made $1 million in that second Tony Harris fight. Because all of the smoke around and stuff like that. Bro, if you want to be in this business, man, you got to be willing to want to make a name for yourself, man. If you're not trying to do that, then you might as well just go ahead and get up out of it for real. Because, like, or just be honest about what you're trying to do. Like, hey, I'm cool with fighting guys that's coming up from 147 to 160. You know what I mean? That's what I do. You know what I mean? I like taking the easy route to everything. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, just go ahead and admit that shit. You know what I mean? But don't sit up there and act like you want to smoke with Triple G and you want to smoke with Canelo, because them boys been trying to give it to you, and Canelo was trying to give you $12 million worth of smoke. That shit right there is unacceptable. Absolutely. Even with Laura at 36, man. But I'm telling you, bro, like, this is why I tell people 36 isn't old, man. Because look at what goddamn Manny Pacquiao just did. I know it was a Novada Manny Pacquiao, but still, you can still look at what Triple G just went through with Sergey Derevyanchenko, and, you know, either way, whoever would have got that decision that night, I was happy with that or a draw, because both of them fought their asses off. So necessarily 36 isn't necessarily old, and especially when you counter defensive. And the most damage he really took was against Jared. So you know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of Josh Warrington. You know what I'm saying? Like, he a scrappy dude. He do come to fight. He don't got no power in his fist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's been a couple times in his career where he's definitely lost. He shouldn't have that belt. But, you know what I mean? I do like the Josh Warrington Stevenson fight. But I heard he's supposed to be fighting somebody else, and I think he's supposed to be fighting Zoo or somebody like that. Red Glove Militant, salute. Talk to me nice. Boxing Monster, salute. This nigga said, I'm here for the booty talk, baby. I'm here to talk booty, baby. Twins, what's your thought on Warrington Zoo fight? Because I want to see Warrington back. I don't know. I think Zoo will beat him up, but for real, it all depends on where the fight is too, man. To be perfectly honest, because for real, the way I look at it in London, man, there ain't nobody getting no goddamn decision on Josh Warrington unless you knock his ass out, bro. Josh Warrington is like the UK equivalent to a Sean Porter. Like, if you look at the way Sean Porter fight and look at the way Josh Warrington fight, they don't do nothing no different. Both of them highly aggressive, come forward. They like fighting on the front foot, and they just... Yeah, man. Everybody, like, I don't have a problem with Josh Warrington. I'm just saying, for me, he's not my favorite fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, I don't have nothing. Like I said, the guy comes to fight. It's always going to be an exciting fight when he's in the ring. I just don't think he got no punch like that. And I just feel like if you fight Josh Warrington in the UK, you're not going to get no goddamn decision. They ain't saying that against the UK, but we already know what's up. Yeah, I give him that. He is all dog, and he will fight you. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I even put something together for him, and I did a Josh Warrington, Shakur Stevenson video like a month and a half ago. You know what I mean? I definitely give Josh Warrington his respect. You know, I just that I was looking forward to that fight, regardless of what. I'm cool with it either way. But I'm just saying, like, you know, Josh Warrington is, to me, he's the UK equivalent of a Sean Porter. Like me, I don't mind, you know what I'm saying? I like pressure fighters, but I like pressure fighters in a certain way, man. Like, I don't really like that whole, I respect it, you know what I'm saying? I respect the heart, of a certain type of pressure fighter, a kind of mauler, you know what I'm saying? The kind of mauler, get in your chest kind of style, quick on your feet, just coming straight at you and constantly applying pressure, applying pressure, applying pressure. I admire that, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I admire a level of, you know, controlled boxing too. This precise punching. You know, I'm a big fan of that. Y'all motherfuckers on here talking some wild shit. For real, bro, I'm just trying to see the fights that I already wanted to see. I'm trying to see Teofimo Lopez. I'm trying to see Lomachenko. That's where my head at. I'm trying to see Prograis versus Hooker. I'm trying to see Chisora versus Usyk. I'm trying to see Casemiro versus Inoue. Everybody know Inoue is my top. He's always in my arguable top 3 pound for pound list. Like that's what I'm after for real. And really, I'm trying to see Deontay Wilder get washed. I'm definitely trying to see him get dragged through about 10 to 12 rounds. I want to see him drag him all the way to the 12th, beat him up every minute of the round, put all of that weight on him, lean on him, maul him, rub the forearm all up in his chin and his throat. You know what I'm saying? Have him leaned all over the ropes, bent over, getting his head beat in. I wanna see all of that. Like I want to see his ass literally get dragged from the time the bell rings all the way to the 12th round with that man weight all over top of him. Then I want him to forearm his ass in the throat, right on the ropes, and give him that Steve Cunningham right hand and just knock his ass straight the fuck out. Because, like, to be realistic, absolutely, Nick, it does work for Warrington. But to be realistic, though, like, for real, Fury can knock that man out in any round he want to. And the more and more time we got this virus stuff going on, and the more and more time Fury get reacclimated back into that crunk system and get to understand Sugar Hill even more and get to understand that he needs to put more torque on his hips and throw that right hand instead of standing square like this and just punching, like, he gonna knock everything out. Because that's Fury's only problem. I love Calzaghe. Calzaghe is one of my favorite fighters of all time. Pride of Wales is my guy. So like for real, like one of him and Chris Eubank's fight is probably like one of my favorite fights of all time. And just watching how he demolished Calzaghe, even down to the fact when it was in the 3rd round and he was pressed up against the rope and he gave him that 4-punch combination of low blows right in the nuts, bruh. I like Calzaghe. People talk about Calzaghe had slap fist. Calzaghe was all dog, power, pressure, the ability to counter. You know what I'm saying? To fight inside, to fight outside. You know what I'm saying? And he talked his shit. You know what I mean? And his father, Enzo Calzaghe, was a damn genius for what he did with his son. It's almost like you can compare what Enzo does with Joe, kind of like what Papachenko does with Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. BoxRec has Chris Eubanks Jr. above Inoue pound for pound. That's an absolute disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. The problem with the pound for pound is it's like when you look at the little guys that's climbing up like Inoue, 4 division freaking champion, unified champ, freaking ring belt holder, you know, went through the World Boxing Super Series, knocking out shit. What, Emmanuel Rodriguez? I think it was Emmanuel Rodriguez. And then knocking out just because I want to say his damn name. Filipino nigga. Nonito Donaire right after that, you know what I'm saying? And considering the fact that every fight that he's taken, when Naoya Inoue signed with Osashi Gym, this is when he just turned pro. When he signed with Osashi Gym, before he got with Top Rank and all of that, it is in Inoue's contract that he will take on all of the toughest opposition in the rankings. He will not take any easy fights. His whole career, he's never taken any easy fights. He's either fought guys that were either champions, or guys that just weren't even stopped, and he just beat them all. He beat them all up. And I think if Nonito Donaire and Naoya Inoue fought again, Inoue would definitely knock him out within 6 rounds because now he's more acclimated to knowing what Nonito is going to do. I think that cut might have messed him up a little bit, and that counter check left hand was getting him a lot. But Inoue's in my top 3. But Chris Eubanks can never be above Inoue. But the thing I can say about Chris Eubanks Jr. is Chris Eubanks Jr. should be a dog. He should be a dog. He should be one of the top killers in boxing for real, for real. But he play around too much, man. He got too much of his father in him, but he don't got his father in him at the same time, if that make any sense to y'all. M. Greg, salute. Hell yeah, Kawasaki was the dawn. But see, what pisses me off about niggas when they talk about Kawasaki, they act like because when he fought Roy, they don't give him credit for the Roy Jones fight. They really try to discredit him for, the Bernard Hopkins fight. And I understand that the Bernard Hopkins fight was kind of controversial for real. Because in my personal opinions, I thought Bernard Hopkins won that fight. I feel like that should have been the only L on his record if he got one. But I can see where they would give. I would have been happy if it was just a draw or whatever, or it would have went to Bernard Hopkins, but I can understand why they want to give it to Kawasaki too. But Kawasaki, you know what I'm saying, he fought a lot of tough guys, man, and people don't give him a lot of credit for what he did in the game. And he came in at kind of when boxing was making that transition and shit, where like, the from the lightweight class all the way up to the pretty much 168, you know what I'm saying, the 175, these guys were finally, you know what I'm saying, getting more popularity because we was moving out of that golden era, the heavyweights and shit like that. Hell yeah, Inoue and Inoue a student of the game, bruh. Inoue a student of the game. Inoue takes his craft serious, but you want to know how they trying to do Inoue? I think what Bob Merrim is trying to do for real, he trying to blow Inoue up, keep puffing Inoue up, and then act like he's gonna try to feed him to Lomachenko or something like that. But then if you try to feed him to Lomachenko for real, man, he gonna have to fight Inoue at a respectable weight. Y'all just ain't gonna try to dog my man out like that. Cause for real, when Inoue hit you, yeah, you really thinking about if you really want to be in that ring with him. You don't know if there's really a good decision in your life. That's what I'm saying, Welly boy. Like, it's like Chris could be that dog. He could be everything his father would, but a hybrid, way better version like 2.0. But he too arrogant. He too cocky. He don't have the his father. His father, that was like his swag. He was kind of cocky or whatever, but he backed that shit up in the ring several times now. Chris Eubanks, like, this nigga, man, I'm telling you, bro. Like he's like one of them big. He's kind of like, I don't know. I think he kind of trying to turn it around though. But he could really go out like Adrian Broner, but with a little bit more discipline though. Not really out fucking off like AB. Oh yeah, Inoue definitely going for undisputed. But I think they're trying to mess that shit up though in a little ways. Like, Babs, what's up, sweetheart? Absolutely. He's absolutely delusional. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these dudes, man, a lot of these dudes delusional, man. Like, I'm sorry, but if my dad was Chris Eubanks, man, shit, niggas couldn't tell me nothing. Y'all niggas be hearing my name. Y'all be hearing my name 24/7. Cause I be the hardest hitting, fastest nigga with the meanest footwork. You know what I'm saying? With the meanest dedication in boxing. Like, I would always be on top. And it would take a lot for a nigga to have to knock me off. Because ain't no way I could have a father like that and be fucking off like the way I am. But you know, when you born with a silver spoon in your mouth, certain niggas can't handle it. They used to doing spoiled silver spoon shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Eubank Senior was definitely better than Junior, but Junior's got the athleticism to be better than Senior though. It's just Senior ain't being that. Junior just don't take shit serious. Getting any chance of a virus isolation spanner? Huh. Quite possibly. Well, you are two hands for a reason. I don't believe you got that nickname for having pillow hands. Oh, nah. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I fight southpaw too. Not saying southpaw, you know what I'm saying, is really like anything advantage with any advantages, but I'm ambidextrous, you know what I'm saying? I'm left-handed. But I got crazy power, you know what I'm saying? But I got crazy power on my right, like, so I can really fight orthodox. Or I'm comfortable in both stances, pretty much. I'm comfortable in both stances. And I ain't. I would say I hit hard. For all he is, Eubank Jr. He is. I'm not taking that away from him, Torn Blaze. He is a pretty good fighter. But it's like how much of that shit just come from like pure instinct and like probably muscle memory. A lot of that stuff he don't like, because of 90% of the time in his career he never really listened. And it's like if he really took shit serious, like if he would have took that Billy Joe Saunders serious, there's no way Billy Joe Saunders should have beat that boy, man. There's no way. Yeah, Senior was a super slick boxer, but see, y'all missing what I'm saying though. Y'all not getting what I'm saying. It's like Eubank Senior was a slick, he was a slick boxer puncher and all of that shit. But what I'm saying is, Junior has more intangibles. Junior has more intangibles, and Junior has more athletic capabilities than Senior does. And Junior is a lot stronger than his father. Like, it's just Junior don't listen. Junior don't take Junior wasn't taking his craft serious. Junior fucked off a lot of the time. Because if Junior would have been locked in like his dad was locked in, you would be talking to him on a higher plane. You would be talking about him on a higher playing field. Shit, all the barbershops closed down here too. Shit, y'all see me, I'm shaping my own shit up. I did that shit when I got out the shower, B. Absolutely. Junior definitely passes the eye test. Man, look, man, like, if you ever fought before, or if you watch boxing your whole life and really broke down fights like that, you can look at certain fighters and see what they have. You can see if they world level. You can see if they supposed to be champions. You can see if they gatekeepers. You can see if they journeymen. When I look at Chris Eubanks Jr., I see somebody that's supposed to be a champion. And it's his fault he's not a champion. Absolutely. Yeah, he definitely didn't take his career that serious. And that's the problem. And see, now I think he's trying to turn it around with the Jermell Charlo, because really he's trying to push Jermell Charlo in the corner and he's trying to get that fight. And you know, because he's on PBC, he should get that fight with no problem. And I'm telling you, Chris Eubanks knows he can beat Jermell Charlo easy. I'm telling you, Chris Eubanks will knock that nigga out, bruh. He will knock him out. If Matvey Korobov can give him the type of problems he gave him in the ring, Chris Eubanks Jr. and his power would knock him the fuck out. Because Chris Eubanks Jr. can box, and he can be slick, and he does, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't necessarily all into, it's not in his, you know what I'm saying, his nuanced capabilities to like over pursue. You know what I'm saying? Like, he will stay slick, and he will box you, and he will tax that ass with a right hand. I understand what you were saying. Cause I'm be honest, when I write shit wrong like that, and people see it, I'll be like, man, shit, they know what the fuck I mean, man. Yeah, well, boy, that's facts. Jermell Charlo will get starts. Like, bruh, look how easily, like, look at Jermell Charlo's last 3 fights, and y'all tell me Demetrius Andrade or Chris Eubanks Jr. won't beat him the fuck up. Something wrong. I don't know what people looking at. We all, but see, that's the thing though. That's why they got 3 different judges and stuff, because people see people score fights completely different. Me, I'm all about accurate punching. Who's got the cleaner punches? Who's getting hit less? Who's applying more pressure? I'm like, who's applying effective pressure, not just more pressure, effective pressure. Because you can have a slick boxer that's going to stay lateral, and you got to give him his respect. If he's peppering that jab and all he's doing is staying lateral, but he's never letting go of the center of the ring, you can't really, you know what I'm saying, deduct him for that, because he's standing his ground. He's a boxer, puncher, a pressure fighter, you know, like, doesn't necessarily, you can't really gauge all of this and all of this bullshit. You gotta gauge the effective punching, the effective pressure. How many times did he really have him in trouble in there? And what was the other guy doing? Now, if the other guy's getting backed up on the back foot and he's constantly getting pressed to the ropes, or he's getting pressed to all 4 corners of the ring, yeah, then that's effective pressure. But if he's staying lateral and he's slipping and he's peppering that jab and he's constantly putting effective points up, then you can't really call that. You can't really say that's effective pressure for real. Yeah, Jamal need to man up. That's why I said, like, I'm about to lay off water on my COVID-19 marathon for about a day or two, because I'm about to get on Jermell Charlo ass. And you know what I'm saying? Jermell, you know what I mean? I'm about to do a little video for Jermell and give him his respect, because I tore Jermell up like 6, 7 months ago. And my thing is, I don't just shit on fighters, you know what I'm saying? Just for my own personal amusement or no clicks or nothing like that. My whole thing is to hold fighters accountable, so people understand what these guys are really doing, to get to encourage them to step their competition up and fight better fights. So when I held Jermell Charlo accountable, that was because he was kind of exposed at that time. You know what I'm saying? Now Jermell Charlo isn't doing what Jermell is doing, so I got to give him a video of respect for what he is doing and on the Lara situation. Now Jermell, I'm about to ragdoll his ass. I'm about to ragdoll him like that goddamn grizzly bear did Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant. I promise you that. I'm over here looking for the damn strong shit. He does. He does, but see the beauty about Eubank starting slow and wanting to live off the counter a little bit in the slips. This is the beauty about it though. Jermell Charlo likes to throw so many shots and put so much pressure on you. He's the type of dude to get frustrated when he's getting hit. He's the type of dude to get frustrated and shoot more shots when he's not getting hit. Even though I feel like he has the better coach of the two, like for real, this is what I feel like the Charlo twins should do. They should switch coaches. Jermell should be with Ronnie Shields, and Jermell should be with Derrick James, because Jermell is the better of the two. But like I was saying, Jermell puts so much pressure on. He tries to shoot so many damn shots. All fucking Eubanks would do is just slip him and crack his ass all night, and it would be way more effective than what Matvey Korobov was doing. See, Korobov, he an old head, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just used his longevity of being in the ring and being in wars time and time again, and it was just, just a veteran boxer using veteran tactics against his ass. Now for Chris Eubanks, you talking about a young, fresh, hard hitting, slick boxer. Straight like wife swap. Just put that nigga in the limo, send him to Ronnie Shields, put the other nigga in the limo, send him to Derrick James, because Derrick James is the biggest fraud in boxing. That motherfucker ain't teach Earl nothing. He ain't teach Earl nothing. Like, if you look at the way Derrick James, if you watch some old Derrick James tape, and then you look at Jermell, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Man, for real, I ain't gonna lie. I be watching that white swap shit too, because they be going through it on that shit. And then they always put the people with the weirdest people and shit. They always put them with weird ass people. But nah, my guilty pleasure for this house arrest shit is that 90 Day Fiance shit. I'll be watching like little weird shit like that, because these dudes be doing some weird shit for some girls overseas, man. You would never think people so dumb in the world, but they actually are. Absolutely. You're right, Jackal. Nobody should want to be trained by Derrick James, but I'm just saying, if I could right now, if I could snap my fingers and switch them two, I would much rather like to see Ronnie Shields with Jermell, because Jermell has a higher ceiling and he wants to fight. And I feel as though Ronnie Shields should get a lot more respect in the game. I want to see Ronnie Shields like be in some big ticket wars. You know what I'm saying? Because if you swap Jermell with Jermell would already fought Canelo. Jermell was going to fight Demetrius Andre, not Jermell. You see how every time Jermell see him, he want to tear his head off every time he see him. And Jermell just keep it moving. Facts. Put that joint out there. Keep that stick on you all night. I'm trying to tell you, man, the sickest thing you can have in boxing is a jab, man. You got that nice power jab. You got that nice flick jab, man. Just keep that joint on people's head. Like, you see Anthony Joshua do it. Anthony Joshua beat Andy Ruiz all night with just a beautiful flick jab with just a nice little bit of touch on it. He would sit down on it, bop, bop, and just put that joint out there. That nigga Andy Ruiz was so frustrated, he just stood in the middle of the rings with his hands up and shit. Like he wasn't going, he's like, I ain't chasing you no more. Nigga pregnant. I'm about to drop this bitch. Man. Absolutely, Carl Burton. Korobov definitely won that fight. He exposed him. Beat his whole ass. Thanks, Babs. Love you, doll. Yeah, Wilder is done, man, but really, I'm not going to be done with him for a long time. And I'm going to tell y'all why I'm not going to be done with Wilder for a long time. Because to be realistic, man, and I mean, like, I got these Wilder fans so sick on the internet, bruh. I got them so sick on the internet, bruh. I'm going to tell you what, they hate me. They hate me. They hate me because they know there ain't shit they can do about me either. Because my editing is so violent. My editing is so violent and effective. They want to get rid of me so bad, but and I'm just constantly just going up. My subscriber numbers just going up. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna murder y'all even. I'm gonna murder y'all even more, and I'm gonna make sure it's a first degree, and I'm gonna leave a whole fucking bloody murder scene, and I'm making sure all of that shit premeditated, and I'm dropping nothing but Hiroshima bombs on them niggas 24/7. So Wilder's got to get it for the next 5 years, basically, because of all the bullshit the LDBC and new media try to put on this, all of the bullshit they try to put on boxing and try to, downplay Crawford, try to downplay Anthony Joshua, downplay Dillian White, try to shit on the whole UK, try to shit on all of the real boxers in the game and stuff like that. How Tank try to shit on Josh Taylor and all of that shit. Like, nah, bro, we not doing that. Not shitting on real fighters. Guess what? I'm gonna shit on you. And you might be able to put something together and mess with me. But guess what? You might need about 3 or 4 of them. But all I got to do is one. And I guarantee in my one video, you ain't going to want to do it no more. I'm going to break you in one video. Yeah, Sugar Ray Robinson's career was something of legend. Greatest boxer of all time. Man, look, I'm telling you. And Sugar Ray Robinson Philly Shell game was just next level retarded. But yeah, man, like for real, I'm on Wilder head, man, because I'm on his head until he catches this loss. I'm gonna be on his head after he lose, and then you know what I'm saying. I'm probably gonna be on his head for another probably like half a year after that. I'm probably gonna be on his head till about 2021. Going into 2022, I'm gonna make sure people constantly aware of how trash he was, the worst heavyweight ever in history, how the PBC manufactured this clown, and people just sip the punk juice all day long. Like, I'm gonna stay on this nigga's head. Tank Davis about to get it, Jermell Charlo getting it, Caleb Plant gonna end up getting it if he don't fight David Benavidez. Like, when this COVID-19 stuff clear up, if he don't fight David Benavidez within a year, he's gonna get it. I'm gonna give it to him, man. Anybody that deserves that shit is gonna get it, because I'm gonna expose them, man. Because when they come to my damn channel, they're like, man, why you gotta do that? Or it's always, you wanna know what the problem with black people is? Another black man kicking another black man while he down. I'm like, but y'all wouldn't have said that shit if if Deontay Wilder would have won. Who would y'all be kicking while they down right now? Y'all would be trying to kick me, talking about I'm eating crow and all of this, badgering my channel right now because all of them niggas don't come through no more. They don't got nothing to say. And they would just be constantly trashing Anthony Joshua, talking about he ain't shit, whoop, whoop, whoop. They would be trashing Tyson Fury. So because I'm trashing your boy and I'm good at doing it, and I'm very good at doing it, don't get all sensitive now. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy, Pa. Keep that same energy, because I'm going to shit all on you. I'm talking about amoxicillin in the gut, fucking full-fledged diarrhea, shit all on you, bro. I'm going to fuck you up, period. Because, like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, y'all, everybody want me to stop because I'm hurting their feelings. Nah. Don't act like I'm doing too much, because all of that pro-black stuff that they was doing over there and all of that wild stuff they doing over on their side, y'all just let them skate with that racist ass shit and all of that stuff they doing. But as soon as I drop bombs on them, everybody in their feelings. Don't nobody say my name. Don't nobody call me out. And I'm clearly here for everybody to see. My videos drop 24/7. I hear them say everybody else's name. They don't say mine. I'm here because they know why they don't want to say it. I'm that shit you don't want to do when you look in the mirror. I'm that shit you don't want to say when you look in the mirror. You don't want to say Candyman 5 times. That bitch coming with the hook. Well, you got your wrench. Dog, I don't be thinking about that wrench stuff like that, man. Like, for real, everybody that got their wrench, it took them a whole year to get it. I ain't never do none of that stuff. Now, no wrenches, no moderators, because the whole purpose of a moderator is for somebody when you need them to delete your stuff and stuff like that. I assault people on my own. You ain't got to block them. I assault them now. You know what I'm saying? Now I understand why I need some, because when they be trying to spam the chat with the whole gay stuff and all of that little weird stuff they be doing, yeah, I need people to delete their shit on top of that. But other than that, nah, I want to beat people up on my own. Boxing True, salute. Because them boys get sweet when I talk about them. They get sweet. They get in their feelings. The only thing they do, they come into my comment section and they threaten me. I'm like, shit, if you want, if that's what you want to, we could do that too. We could do that too. But look, I'm just saying, all of that stuff that you put out there, just make sure you're willing to back it all the way up. Because I ain't the toughest guy in the world. But I ain't got no vagina between my legs either. They get real extra. They get real extra. They get real extra cried, real extra emotional. So yeah, back to what I was saying. I'm dragging Deontay Wilder's ass for the next what? For the next year. And they push the fight back too. Oh my God. I just got more shit to do. Like, I've been trying to figure it out, like, because I done dogged him out so bad for the past 3 days. Like, I'm killing them so bad, and the joints just keep getting thousands and thousands of views, and it just keep going up. So I'm just like, I know them 3 videos that I just put out right now. I know that joint is like a first-degree murder. So it's just like, I've been trying to think of something else to do that's just like different, because like, if I ain't creatively involved like that, I just can't put nothing out there. Like, that shit got to be slick, though. But yeah, I'm thinking of something. But since I can't think of him, Jermell Charlo about to get it. But yeah, I got to get ready to shoot up this road. I got to go and throw on my mask and shit like that. I got to get ready to go out in this public. I got to go out in the public. Y'all be safe. As we always say at the end of this shit, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. It's the motherfucking boss. Bah, bah. You know what it is. Respect.